Good morning, beautiful collective. This is Sadina Constantine here at Jukebox Tarot, coming at you live. Hope everybody is feeling well and looking swell today. Okay, let's go ahead and get a prayer in before we get started. I hope everybody is having a good morning. I know it is Monday, but I feel like this Monday is going to be very significant for a few of you in my collective. So we're going to go ahead and dive into tarot and see what tarot has to say about that. Let's go ahead and get a prayer in, though. The divine, most high, above all, most loving ancestors, Holy Spirit, archangels in heaven, crossed over loved ones, crossed over pets. Thank you so much for protecting my energy and clearing out my energies. I give this clear and concise message to my beautiful, wonderful collective out there. We bind and cast all money blockages, all lies, slander, and deceit, all alienation and separation from your children, and any other negative foul picture spirit that has come upon this energy or my beautiful, wonderful collective's energy. We bind and cast them all in the dry places into the dry ground in the mighty, precious name of Jesus. And all God's people said, Amen. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Beautiful, wonderful collective. I feel like today's going to be a good day for you. I feel like you're fixing to get some clarity and some word on, hold on one second. Yeah. On something that you have been needing clarity on for quite some time, whether that be a court case or just, you know, something going on within your relationship, or just, you know, there's some sort of mystery that I feel like some of you in my collective have really been trying to dive down in and figure out what the facts are of something. So remember, this is a general read. It's not going to resonate with everybody. They're attacking my throat chakra right now. Take the meat and leave the bones. Always use discernment when watching tarot and for entertainment purposes only. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into this, okay? I think, I feel like, yeah, there was a lot of confusion and illusion what I said. You know, you're going to get some clarity. And then we have the Six of Pentacles about being a better. I feel like you're fixing to get some clarity, or there's a lot of confusion. You're going to get clarity on the confusion surrounding some sort of benefactor, okay? You are a benefactor. And I feel like there's a lot of confusion around who was really the benefactor on a trust, estate, will. Something was left to you, collective, and I know I'm going to keep pulling this energy until, like I said, it comes to fruition, okay? But I feel like today you're going to get some clarity about that. I feel like today, this Monday, or a Monday, if it's not this Monday, it'll be next Monday, but I know it's going to be a Monday that, or I feel like it's going to be a Monday that you're going to receive some sort of information or clarity on something that you have had a lot of confusion around, especially if it has to do with a will, a trust, or an estate that you possibly didn't even know that you were a benefactor to, that you're fixing to find out that you are. And I feel like there's a family and attorney that's been looking for you, or there's somebody within this courthouse that knows about what's going on that has been trying to get in touch with you, okay? I also feel like maybe your device was hacked by other, you know, family members. They may have cloned your phone, or they may have paid somebody to actually get into your emails to be able to, like, just overrun your emails with, like, spam. And so that way when you got the email or the message, that you wouldn't completely miss it. You wouldn't even realize it came in, even though it did come in, okay? That could be something going on with you right now. I'm hearing your Gmail storage is full. Come through, Skipper. Come through, Skipper. Come through, Kipper. Come through, Spirit. What is my beautiful, wonderful collective out there need to know today? I'm using the Zodiac Tarot today. Yeah, I really do feel like somebody really got into your phone and did some crazy stuff, okay? So there's a lot of manipulation going on with this information. Heavy manipulation I'm pulling from this card with the Magician in the reverse, okay? Let's go ahead and let's keep going. All right, so we got the Magician in the reverse, the World in the reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Whoa, people. We got the Sun card, Four of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Let's keep going. Now we have the Page of Cups, Five of Cups, and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, collective. So, and here in the recent past, what I see here is that there was a lot of manipulation surrounding some sort of job or some sort of work to keep a cycle from closing out. I feel like in the recent past that you may have had somebody trying to really manipulate the energy or your energy or you yourself to keep you from working in order to keep this cycle from closing out. They were trying to prevent a cycle from being completed. Okay, they were trying with this Magician in the reverse. This could also be, dark spell work as well, heavy manipulation with this card. So there was a lot of manipulative. I can't even speak right now. They do not want me to get this message out to you. Okay, so there was a lot of energy, dark energy around preventing you from moving forward, completing out this cycle, and keeping you stagnant and stuck and not able to work. Okay, here in the current energy though, what I see here is that we got the Sun card, the Four of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. So you got quick communication coming in about a property or some sort of marriage celebration that is being exposed at this time. You're fixing to get word. You're getting communication today about something being exposed having to do with some sort of property that you were probably supposed to receive. Okay, and here in the near future, we have the Page of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So what I see with this is that this Queen of Wands is going to be coming in with some sort of apology, and they're very much grief and despair right now, or near the near future, because you're getting this information. You are now getting this information. Sorry about that, collective. I'm back. Okay, so let's recap real quick. So what I have here is that there was a lot of, negative energy and heavy manipulation around preventing you from working and preventing you from closing out some sort of cycle or completing some sort of project. Okay, so and this was in the recent past, so maybe you had a lot of energy, that your energy was just really low. You may have lost a job, you may be in between jobs, or what have you, but there was a lot of confusion around trying to keep something from coming to the light. Okay, but with the current energy here on the board right now, it's going to be exposed, and you have communication coming in, or you just discovered that you had communication that did come in that you're fixing to respond to. That's going to give you a lot of clarity. And what I see here in the near future is that whoever this Queen of Wands is, to me, this is also could be like a dark practitioner as well, with the Magician in the reverse and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. You're going to discover that this person is like going to come in with some sort of love bombing or a immature apology, because they are in grief and despair about you getting this information. Come through, Spirit. What else did my beautiful, wonderful collective need to know this morning? Today is a good day, babes. That's what I know. We're going to find out some stuff here on Jukebox Tarot, okay? So now we have the Fool, the Seven of Pentacles, and what is this? Judgment in the reverse. Wow. Okay, so I feel like a judgment got reversed on some sort of investment. I feel like this money was being moved around, and that they maybe received this judgment in the past, but now that it's coming out in the reverse, I feel like they took a real big risk messing with these investments. And what I mean by investments, I feel like you may have had some maybe some royalties that it came in, or maybe your family, whoever passed away and left you this property, also put away stocks and bonds as possible as well. And they were trying to move around that's the money from those investments. And they took a huge risk doing that, because now the judgment being in the reverse, that was a bad call for them to do that. So I feel like that might have got them hemmed up too as well. We got the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is the sister energy that we've been pulling the last few reads, okay? Or this could be you as well, collective. You're just very intuitive. Your intuition's on point, and you just know something's not right? You just know something's amiss with what's going on in your family. Like, I feel like somebody just quit communicating with you, because you may have, said something to them that let them know that you are on to their bullshit. Two of Swords. Yeah, you're at a crossroads with these people, because they stole your inheritance, collective. They had a hand in stealing not only your inheritance, but they also broke up your family, possibly, or had some part in sending this dark spell work to essentially crack your foundation, so that they could take this from you. And they wanted to keep you blind to it too. They did not want you to see this. Wow. Somebody from your past. This is somebody from your past that did this. This is somebody that you also let go from your past in your family. This is probably somebody you may have a child with. You don't have to, but you could have children with this person. Come through, Spirit. So what is this good news that I keep hearing is going to be on a Monday? Because today is Monday, y'all. Oh, check out my picture I got. Okay, so, you know, this is the beloved, right? Isn't that pretty? I love this picture. And also, too, a good friend of mine gave me these unicorn wind chimes. So shout out to you, Rochelle. All right, so now the underlying energy is that these people are facing prison time. And that is a quick communication that's coming in. Somebody is going to jail in this group. This your family member or all of them. I feel like they're all turning on each other right now, trying to put the blame on whoever else was involved. And I feel like the people that may have even got on the stand and testified against your character in order to get some sort of illegal power of attorney or guardianship over you is now being discovered. And those people are now facing forgery charges. So there's going to be a lot of people going to jail behind this fraud and this theft. Okay, and here we got justice right now. Okay, there you go. We got justice over this life of luxury. They received money to live this certain lifestyle that they've been living while you've been left out in the cold and essentially homeless, broke, possibly homeless. You know, I feel like they got you fired from several jobs, or they at least, you know, attacked you so heavily, you know, maybe attacked your vehicle, you know, now your vehicle doesn't run, you know, they could have stole your wallet so you didn't have your ID, your social security card, you know, they may have broken into your home and took things that were very, you know, pivotal for you to be able to maintain your stability. Okay, come through, Spirit. Yeah, now we have the Hierophant. You're going to court soon. Or this is somebody that maybe actually may have some sort of position in a church. It may be a very religious person. Yeah, they celebrated. They've been celebrating. They celebrated this Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so what I see here with this, though, is at the courthouse, you're fixing to get word in some sort of this courthouse, okay? And you're going to be celebrating because the wheel is finally turning in your favor and you're about to receive this life of luxury, this money, this abundance. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. We're one pentacle away from the 10, people. Come through, Spirit. What else is my beautiful wonderful collective out there need to know? Oh, they're grieving. They're grieving right now. Yes, they are stressed the F out. They can't rest. This will not be put to rest until it actually comes due process is what I'm hearing. Okay? You will have your day in court, collective. Come through, Spirit. I'm also hearing they're going to want to settle out of court. But they're fixing to come in with this weak-ass, fake-ass apology, possibly try to love bomb you. They're going to be crying with I'm sorries, you know. And I feel like with this Queen of Wands in the reverse, it's like it's what they're going to disguise this apology as is just ridiculous. Like they're going to blame you for the reason why they did this to you. Okay, they're not actually going to be sorry about it. I don't even know if they're going to be ever to be able to take accountability for it. Yeah, it's being exposed right now. This theft, this fraud is being exposed, people. Yeah, manipulation. What I said, the first card I pulled out was a Magician in reverse. Manipulation, cunning, telling lies, misinformation, unjust, slanderous, and gossiping. They're still talking shit about you, man. Trying to figure out what kind of line they're going to come in with to push you over and get you to accept this apology, because I feel like they're going to want you to, you know, stand up in court and maybe, you know, ask the court not to send them to prison, or just say that, you know, you were in on it or you knew something about it and that you don't want, you know, you don't want them to go to jail, or I don't know. It's going to be something along the lines of that. They're going to want you to come save them and get them out of trouble. But you know they had a death plot on your head too with this Four of Swords here. They really try to put you to rest. And I think that's what's coming out. That's what's being exposed in the court too as well. Remember what I said about having your device cloned, right? There's your sister. It's the sister. Okay, so your sister or your brother or whatever, just take it where it fits, collective. You know, you have a sibling that is stealing from you, essentially tried to put you to rest, had other people gang stalk you, and possibly even pay them to, you know, slander your character and maybe go and testify, you know, on their behalf to, you know, to go ahead and say that, yes, you are crazy or you are mentally unstable and that you cannot handle your fiduciary duties as well. Yeah. They received this life of luxury, or they were living a, when I see this Nine of Pentacles now, I feel like this sister was living beyond her means and really depending on this, whatever was supposed to come into you. And I keep getting like there were support checks that were coming in. So I feel like it could be an annuity or some sort of insurance claim payout that was set up to be paid out in increments, okay? And they got used to living on it. And something happened, you know, maybe when you separated from this sibling or this family or these friends that you realized were stealing from you, and you knew there was something extremely wrong going on, and you discovered all the, you know, betrayals as well. You know, they had you in a lot of grief, but they are grieving right now because there's really no way that they can come back in and actually explain this away in a way that you will be, for, you know, just accept it and forgive it. Honestly, they literally try to take your life, collective. Like, how do you forgive that? Yeah, I got the Four of Swords and the Death card right here. This is an ending. Yeah, you're ending it. You're ending it. This is a married couple that did this to you. And they're quite worried and stressed out about this property. They're fixing to lose a house. They're fixing to have to move soon. You're fixing to probably move into this house or onto this property. Come through, Spirit. I feel like you were supposed to have some sort of word come in from the courts earlier this year in February. Yeah. And they've been holding on very tightly to this. They've been hanging on to your money, spending it like it was never going to end. And just, you know, dogging you to everybody. Making you look like you were just this, you know, piece of shit person out there just doing all kinds of F shit to everybody. So they could be justified with why they were doing this. Yeah, making plans, on the move. Moving up, proving your worth. That's what you're doing now. I feel like you also, you know, you were probably very isolated at one point in time. And now you're finally coming out. You know, maybe you have a social media platform, or maybe you just get on Facebook and you know, you're just posting stuff about your life. And so whoever's doing this to you and the narrative that they try to speak over your name, I think it's been pretty much established that that is not who you are. I think you're very articulate and intelligent. Yeah, they were even trying to send somebody to come in and like take lustful action towards you. I feel like they wanted to give you some sort of STD. Because what I feel with this group here, you know, with this couple, the sister, sibling energy, and also this third party energy, like there was a lot of celebration going on. I feel like there was a lot of celebration going on in hotels. And they were passing this STD around amongst themselves, and I feel like they try to say that you were the one that gave it to somebody that they sent towards you to try to give it to you. But I don't think that's what happened. Either you didn't give up the cinnamon, or if you did, you just didn't catch it. But this person does have it. And the rest of these people that are in this, you know, group, coven, whatever, little wannabe witches and warlocks, or just fucking organized crime little wannabes over here. They were all having sex with each other. Passing this shit around. Yeah, they thought they were going to have victory by trying to get somebody to come in and give this to you so they could have some leg to stand on and say that they were right the whole time. They really trash talk your name, but you were standing in your no bullshit power, collective. Male or female, tarot has no gender. And what I liked about this queen right here is like she's got her hand out like, you better come at me correct, because I got my double-edged sword out. And I got a bird's eye view right there. And the skies is clear. Man, let me tell you something. You're fixing to have victory. You fixing to go on vacation, baby. Come through, Spirit. They really do not want this. This is what's happening to these karmics, okay? Let me tell you something. Roads are blocked. They feel undeserving of success now. All right? They're feeling eclipsed by your shine in your faith. Like they feel like you're outshining them now. And they're not able to close out a cycle now. They can't move forward. Not until this is done. Yeah, they're not going to be able to juggle you in a relationship or in your finances anymore. Yeah. Somebody from your past. So this is somebody that you know. This could be an ex that was involved with this group as well. Like I told you, remember what I told you? I feel like there was a sister or a brother energy, a sibling energy that got married to your ex. Imposed. Sorry about that, collective. Okay, so basically what I was saying is that you're fixing to discover a whole 55-gallon drum of tea on what the hell's been going on behind the scenes with your family in regards to your inheritance or some sort of property that you were supposed to inherit. And I feel like it's going to be on a Monday. Yeah. What I said, here's the property. Now, it's here twice, people. There was a piece of property that you were supposed to receive. They wanted to keep you stuck, left out in the cold, in poverty, so that you would not have the means in order to investigate, get an asset search, you know, get a lawyer, whatever you have to do in order to find out these sort of things. And they really thought you were stupid, people. They really betrayed. They're betrayed by your healing. They feel betrayed because you pulled your energy back to reflect on this. And you called judgment on these people. You had to go. You actually really had to take yourself and put yourself in isolation to heal from all the betrayals that they did to you in order to get away from these people. Now, the universe is bringing balance into the situation now. And what I told you, remember I told you, I feel like they want to negotiate out of court. They're going to want to settle out of court. They're quite exhausted from this case, from trying to keep this secret from you, to keep their story going, so to speak. They really, I don't know what the hell they were thinking, man. Woo! I don't know what they were thinking, but you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking you'll make this big cup, overflowing, pressed down, full, and able to re-dip it into the water and refill it again. I feel like you got a lot of brand new beginnings coming in, honey. Yeah, and they messed out on this opportunity with you by doing this to you. But I said you got a bright, brand new beginning coming in. And that's what I have for y'all this morning, collective. Man, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. I want to just say thank you to all my new subscribers, all my A1s since day one. Hey, y'all. And just let you know how much I love and appreciate y'all supporting me. You know, hey, hit that like button on the way out. Don't forget to subscribe and, you know, share the love. Hey, my donation, my Cash App link is in the description down below. And just know that I love y'all and thank you again for tuning in. This is Dina here at Jukebox Tarot, coming at you live. Get you some, babes.